Nah bro, let me just say it straight. That was probably Amorim's best game as Manchester United manager. Yeah, we lost to Arsenal, but I'm not even mad about it, and I'll explain why. But listen, I've also got some criticism of Amorim later in this video. And I know some of you are going to disagree with me again, so make sure you comment below, because I actually want to hear your takes on this. First of all, let's be honest. We played way better than Arsenal. Like, if you actually watched the game and not just the scoreline, you saw it. We were sharper, we were braver, the pressing looked proper, and the patterns of play actually made sense. The only problem? That final execution, that last pass, that shot, it just wasn't there. But here's the thing, and I think I speak for most United fans here. I don't actually mind losing like that. Because for me, I don't mind losing as long as there's a plan. I don't mind losing as long as I can see fight, effort, direction. I just won't accept United going down without swinging. And in this game, you could see exactly what we were trying to do. You could see Amorim's fingerprints all over it. We pressed, we controlled the tempo for large spells, we weren't just passengers. And that's such a huge difference compared to last season, where half the time we didn't even look like we belonged on the same pitch as these so-called top sides. So yeah, it's a loss, but it's a different kind of loss. One where if we keep playing like that, the results will come. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now, let's just talk about this goalkeeper for a second. Because what on earth was that from Bayındır? Honestly, I don't want to be harsh for the sake of being harsh, but come on, at this level, you just can't make mistakes like that. That goal shifted the momentum completely. And it wasn't even just a goal. His overall presence didn't exactly fill me with confidence. Every time Arsenal put a cross in or pressed high, I was nervous. For me, it's now crystal clear. We need a new keeper. It's harsh, but this is Manchester United. If you're not at the level, you get found out quick. And Bayındır, unfortunately, had a stinker here. I think we can all agree on that. But moving away from the negatives, let's talk about the positives, because there were plenty. Cunha? Wow, that guy's already looking like a smart signing. The way he drops deep, links play, and drives us forward, you can see how he transforms the attack. Then you've got Rúben Amorim, who was just electric. Always looking to stretch Arsenal, always busy, always creating a problem. And even Mason Mount, who I know divides opinion, put in a really sharp performance. His energy and movement actually made a big difference in midfield. The issue though, and let me know if you all saw this too, was what happened in Arsenal's box. Too many touches, too many hesitations. It was like we were afraid to pull the trigger. At times, you'd have Cunha, Mount, and even Mbeumo all trying to overplay it instead of just hitting the ball first time. Against a team like Arsenal, you don't get 3, 4, 5 touches in the box, you get 1. And if you don't take it, they punish you at the other end. And that's the difference between a good performance and a winning performance. We played better than Arsenal overall, but they were ruthless when it mattered, and we weren't. And I think that's where Amorim's coaching still has work to do, turning this nice, structured football into actual goals. Because otherwise, we'll keep hearing, we played well, but lost. And fans don't want that forever. But again, I want to throw this back to you guys. Did you see enough from Cunha, Mbeumo and Mount to be excited? Do you think we're just one clinical striker away from being truly dangerous? Or do you think this hesitation in the box is more of a coaching issue with Amorim's system? Let me know, because I can already imagine the debate in the comments. Now here's where it gets sticky, because as much as I'm praising Amorim, I've got some criticism. And I said this in my last video, and I got loads of hate for it. But today, it was on full display. Amorim's favoritism. Dalot starting again? Why? Ahmad should have been on that pitch from the start. Dalot offers nothing in attack, and he's shaky defensively, yet Amorim keeps rolling with him. And then Bruno? Look, we all love Bruno's passion, but he was having a shocker, and Amorim didn't take him off. That's the issue. As a manager, if one of your big names is playing poorly, you need the guts to make that change. Pep does it, Klopp did it. Why can't Amorim? This is exactly what I was talking about before, and everyone came for me in the comments. But you've all seen it now. And let me ask you, do you honestly think Amorim will ever bench Bruno? Do you think he'll ever drop Dalot? Be real, let me know what you think. So yeah, Overall, I'm not angry at the performance. I actually feel like this was a step forward, but the same issues are still there. We need a keeper, we need to stop being scared to shoot, and Amorim needs to be brave enough to bench his favourites. But that's just my opinion. I want to know yours. Did this game change your view on Amorim at all? Do you think we deserved more from it? And are you backing him to finally make those tough calls with players like Dalot and Bruno? Let me know in the comments. I'll be replying to as many as I can.